Hi, so this is some really bad news about my artist situation. So our studios, Turf in Croydon, in the shopping centre, we will no longer have access to it outside the shopping centre hours. So it's now like 1 a.m. So this will be the final time. Um, yeah, we'll, it's all shut off the 24/7 access. So yeah, so you can see my mental health before or after, and my spirits. Just how artists are treated like they're expendable. Um, it's just a shopping centre and a car park. It's not. All the staff at Turf, they do have our best interests at heart, but they only have so much power. And just like all these artists, there's 60 artists here. There's collectives for learning disabled people. It's probably the most representative studio I've been in terms of like race, class, and disability. It's female run as well, and it's artist run. They've been here for like 13 years, and yeah, we're just gonna be, we could be chucked out in a couple of months. It's also really affordable. Like some of the studios are like 150. I was in a really rip-off studio before. And so I was very happy here. I was very happy that I had somewhere I could have sanctuary, that my creative spirits, my sensibility, where my head is like inspired and stimulated early hours of the morning, had somewhere to feel at home. Yeah, I had always somewhere to escape. I didn't need to pretend I was drinking coffee for 2 hours in order to use like a laptop. And yeah, it's awful. And the level of violence inherent in it, like all these people here, they maintain their creative life outside their day jobs, and many of them will have to leave. The financial disaster it will be for the sustainability of the studios is awful. 1 in 4 of our studios are threatened in London, and there's like waiting lists of hundreds and hundreds of people, right? So yeah, this will be the fight. This is the very final night, and then from tomorrow we have to just leave at 5, like it was a 9 to 5 job. Like artists and creatives like operate like 9 to 5. It's awful, and yeah, the violence, the sense of like disposability. Sometimes I internalize that attitude, so I'm just like, it's so pointless. Wish I was dead. All this like wonder about the worth of your life. Your own creative sensibility seems like a curse. But it's all internalized in these property relationships and these financial priorities, and no, it's disgusting, disgusting. And we were just informed like a couple of days ago. We got these little, in the afternoon, atrocious, and the disruption and misery and anxiety and insecurity it causes all of us. So yeah, so I'm gonna. This is the final time I'll be able to be here after like office hour type hours. Um, I don't know what will happen, and it's also like we're all paying as studio members and desk members because we have 24/7 access, because it's not open the same time as like an office, like a day job office, right? So how can they claim the same monetary value for that? Um, I'll be writing to Artists Union England, but it's just disgusting. This is how we treat people with creative sensibility, and I don't know who in the management level in this, conglomerate shopping centre. I think it's owned by Westfield or something, or the car park, has this level of like insensitivity and violence and like lack of care to just suddenly just swoop that. There'll be people who planning art projects. There'll be people who have exhibitions due. There's people who have clients who want their crafts or arts, and just why? It's just so fucking awful. Yeah, and it's been great. I think this is a great studio place. We have the sense of communality here that there wasn't in other studios. Other studios are very atomized. There was no internal communication with anyone. I make a lot of friends just in the corridor, I met a lot of new friends. A lot of the people in this exhibition are from Turf. There's like half a dozen artists from Turf, and you sometimes have nice conversations about metal music or like art or enjoy. So yeah, that's my friend Abu Bakr. He's the same age as me, and he went to St Martin's and works. He works as a cleaner late at night, so I see him in the early hours in the morning. So I don't know what's going to happen to him. And he's born and bred at Croydon. Yeah, this is about a Turf thing about the shopping centre. There's a zine I made here with Hina. It's a beautiful zine about gardening, a collaborative made. It's a David Blandy zine. Also made here. This is my friend Stacey, my Irish sister, who does Famine Federation. It's a beautiful, beautiful zine about pigeons by Poppy, who's a vegan. Another beautiful zine about pigeons. A zine about lockdown. More pigeons. And look, Dying. This is also by Stacey, and this is by Mira Shakti Osborne about Palestine and speculative fiction, which is also produced here. And then we have loads of this thing here. It's by Imogen Patel. He's one of my desk neighbours, and this is Famine Federation's collective, a collective I set up here. Yeah, creative relationships were all formed in odd hours. Can you imagine? It's just, I'm just, it's so violent and it's so wrong. And I think when I went to Slovenia, they still had this vestige of like leftover of socialism. So my friend's artist studios, which is a big tobacco factory, was protected to be affordable studios rather than being bought out by big capital and luxury flats and all these stupid things. Yeah, and I'm yeah, this is me. This is the final time I'll be able to do this, so I thought I'd record my final moments, and you'll see. Yeah, I think I'll deteriorate mentally, and I've been for Humja, I've been quite stable. Like, I'm not posting suicide attempts or whatever. I've been quite content, and I mean, I get a bit emo when it isn't super buzzing with the zine exhibition, but I've built so many communities around it, and yeah, all that's going to end. It's horrible, and yeah, well, maybe we have a better world that thinks of the needs of creatives. And we are not the cherry on the top as artists. We're not the cherry on the top. We're the yeast of society, and they're taking away the yeast from Croydon and London and the human life worlds. So this is goodbye to the night, goodbye to the evenings, goodbye to the reverie, goodbye to the daydreaming, goodbye for a life outside that subjugated to like capital and life routine and that type of death, and goodbye to part of my life spirit. I don't know if I'll find another affordable studio that's nearby, but I wanted to say this and record this moment, and it will never happen again.